The supreme deity of Tolkien's universe is Eru Ilúvatar. Ilúvatar created spirits named the Ainur from his thoughts, and some were considered brothers or sisters. Ilúvatar made divine music with them. Melkor, then the most powerful of the Ainur, broke the harmony of the music, until Ilúvatar began first a second theme, and then a third theme, which the Ainur could not comprehend, since they were not the source of it. The essence of their song symbolized the history of the whole universe, and the children of Ilúvatar that were to dwell in it. Then Ilúvatar created Ea, which means to be, the universe itself, and formed within it Arda, the earth, globed within the void. The world together with the three airs is set apart from Avakuma, the void without. The first 15 of the Ainur that descended to Arda, and the most powerful ones, were called Valar. The lesser Ainur were called Maiar. When the Valar entered Arda, it was still lifeless and had no distinct geographical features. The initial shape of Arda, chosen by the Valar, was much more symmetrical, including the central continent of Middle-earth. Middle-earth was also originally much larger, and was lit by the misty light that veiled the barren ground. The Valar concentrated this light into two large lamps, called Iluin and Ormal. The Vala Aule forged two great pillar-like mountains, Helkar in the north, and Ringil in the south. Iluin was set upon Helkar and Ormal upon Ringil. In the middle, where the light of the lamps mingled, the Valar dwelt at the island of Elmerin upon the Great Lake. This period, known as the Spring of Arda, was a time when the Valar had ordered the world as they wished and rested upon Elmerin, and Melkor lurked beyond the walls of night. During this time, animals first appeared, and forests started to grow. The Spring of Arda was interrupted when Melkor returned to Arda, creating his fortress of Autumno, or Udun, beneath the Iron Mountains in the far north. The period ended when Melkor assaulted and destroyed the lamps of the Valar. Arda was again darkened, and the fall of the great lamps spoiled the symmetry of Arda's surface. New continents were created, Aman in the west, Middle-earth in the middle, the uninhabited lands in the east. At the site of the northern lamp was later the inland sea of Helkar, of which Cuiviénen was a bay. At the site of the southern lamp was later the Sea of Ringil. After the destruction of the two lamps, the years of the lamps ended, and the years of the trees began. After the destruction of the two lamps, the Valar retreated to Aman and named it Valinor to make their home, and there, one of them, Yavanna, the Vala of living things, sung into existence the two trees to provide a new pair of light sources. Of the two, Telperion is male and silver, while the other, Laurelin, is female and golden. The trees stand on the hill Isilohar outside Valimar, the city of the Valar. They grow in the presence of all the Valar, watered by the tears of the Vala of pity and mourning, Niena. Telperion's leaves are dark green above and silver below. His flowers are white like cherry blossom, and his silvery dew is collected as a source of water and of light. Varda used the dew to form stars in the sky, in preparation of the arrival of the elves. Laurelin has leaves of young green, like newly opened beech leaves trimmed with gold, and her dew is collected by the Vala of light, Varda. Each tree, in turn, gives off light for 7 hours, with the ends of their cycles overlapping, so that at 1 hour each of dawn and dusk, soft gold and silver light are given off together. Each day of first silver, then gold light lasts 12 hours. Countless days pass until Melkor reappears. He enlists the help of a giant spider, Ungoliant, to destroy the two trees. Concealed in a cloud of darkness, Melkor strikes each tree, and the insatiable Ungoliant devours whatever life and light remains in it. Yavanna and Niena attempt a healing, but they succeed only in reviving Telperion's last flower to become the moon, and Laurelin's last fruit to become the sun. These are turned into flying ships crossing the sky, and each is steered by spirits of the same genders as the trees themselves, male Tilion and female Arian. This is why, in The Lord of the Rings, the sun is called she and the moon he.